Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. It's another Freelancing Wednesday here at blue.ke, the space where we breathe deeply, pause with intention, and reconnect to the heart of our businesses. If you're tuning in for the first time, hey, I'm Leah, a digital marketer, freelancing coach, and a mother, navigating entrepreneurship from right here in Kenya. And blue.ke is the home of all things aligned, authenticity, and an empowered movement. Or I'd so hope and pray that that's what I want the future of blue.ke to be as a founder. I'm so glad you're here, and today we're going to be talking about something that lives at the very core of how we show up as freelancers and solopreneurs. I know or you've heard about branding, but I don't want us to talk about logos or color palettes. I just want us to talk about identity. I want us to talk about the voice behind your brand and the energy, the overall energy. You see, branding isn't just what your Instagram grid looks like. It's the feeling someone gets when they land on your page, hear your voice, or scroll through your content. It's not about chasing trends, it's about choosing your truth. Let me give you an example. In our family WhatsApp group, my brother wrote something and I actually read it and I could hear his voice of how he would say it if we were together, like maybe in the same surrounding, like physically, right? And I even told him, I read this in your tone and it just sounded like what you would say. Just from reading the maybe words, for lack of better words, the words that he had typed. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's really not about sometimes chasing trends. It's about choosing truth of who you are and what you stand for and how you want people to experience your work. So let's talk about that today. I'll share some of my journey with blue.ke, what I've experienced so far, what I'm learning, and also the freelancers who've inspired me, and a few grounding questions to help us build a brand that feels like home. When I first started blue.ke, I thought branding was all about aesthetics. Of course, the fonts, the templates, the cute carousels, the pics that have the background, that looks cute, right? The overall look was my biggest concern. But over time, I'm realizing that my brand is actually my energy. So for me, blue.ke stands for Build, Lead, Uplift, and everything I create now flows from that mission. I want it to feel soft but structured, grounded but empowering, simple but strong. And honestly, that tone took time to develop, and it still is something that I'm working on. It came from me sitting with myself, questioning, asking what kind of impact I want to make, what kind of legacy I want to leave behind, even for my kid, what kind of clients I want to attract, and what kind of business I could show up for consistently without burning out. You see, your brand isn't something you find. I'm realizing slowly but surely that it's something you unfold. So I'd encourage you to start. Whether it's a YouTube channel, just start. You learn as you grow. And there's nothing, listen, do not despise small beginnings. Just start. Roll with it. As long as you're interested in it, you have the passion for it, you love it to a point that you see yourself taking that action of starting, just do it. Don't doubt yourself. I'm here to tell you, just start. Now, let's talk inspiration, because this journey is never a solo one. One person who continues to inspire my approach is Latasha James. Her brand is clean, professional, and relatable, or to me, it kind of gives off that vibe. She shows up as an educator and a human, and I just love that balance. I also take notes from creatives and coaches who make space for grace. There's a favorite podcast I love watching by Omar El Takori. I hope I'm not misspelling his name. He's the podcast guy who runs the Video Department podcast. The Department, I think that's the podcast name. And he always hosts guests who drop gems in his podcast. That's a free plug, guys. I also love Huberman Lab. I think I've spoken about him, his podcast as a neuroscientist and a professor in the Department of Neurobiology. He discusses neuroscience and science-based tools, including how our body controls our perceptions, our behaviors, and our overall health, as well as existing and emerging tools for measuring and changing how our nervous system works. And of course, I've talked about Diary of a CEO. I love Balanced Black Girl, even though she has rebranded to She's So Lucky podcast. I love all their contents. I also love Raven Ellis's mom. She drops gems on social media strategies that help grow your audience and your business, as well as at Nikki Saunders, NICKYSAUNDERS. She gives tips, tricks, and strategies on the latest when it comes to AI news, social media strategies. You can't miss shit on these online streets with the way AI is coming, man. You just can't afford to miss anything. So people who aren't always loud or perfect, but are consistent, honest, and aligned are kind of a turn on for me. And lately, I've been seeing myself getting or kind of drawing myself, or I'm attracted to such types of content overall. That's the energy I'm always drawn to. And I think now as I'm growing older, I think I'll be drawn to for a really long time. Also, before I forget, if you can put me on game, let me know who are some of your fellow freelancers or creators whose branding inspires you right now. I want us to talk about some practical tips. Okay, so if you're building your freelance brand or revamping it, here's what I recommend. 1. Get clear on your why. What do you stand for? What values guide your business? 2. Define your tone. Is it playful, professional, calm, bold? Let that tone flow into every caption, email, and video you post to your audience. 3. Pick 2 to 3 core colors and fonts. Consistency builds recognition. Keep it simple and intentional. 4. Create from your lived experiences. Your brand is more powerful when it's rooted in truth, not trends. Remember, branding doesn't mean becoming someone else. It means becoming more of who you already are with clarity. So let me leave you with this, guys. Soft doesn't mean small, and aligned doesn't mean boring. You can build a brand that is gentle and grounded, quiet and magnetic, one that reflects the fullness of your story, not just the polished parts. I hope today's episode gave you something to reflect on, something to feel into, and something to move with. If this video resonated, leave a love emoji in the comments. I'd love to hear what branding means to you. What's your brand voice? Who inspires your aesthetic and identity? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me again next Freelancing Wednesday live or video upload for honest conversations around freelancing, growth, and gentle success. See you in my next video.